Hi, I'm Meg from Green Phoenix Farm Products, and I wanted to go over today how to deal with squash borers using comfrey plants. So here we have an example of what squash borer damage looks like. This is actually just a volunteer that's hanging out next to the wood chopping block. And if you look, there's, no real sign of damage here until you go up the stem, and then you'll see right there. So if I were to take a hook or a knife and slice in there, which I might for demonstration, okay, actually this is a great idea I'll just work from here. So you literally just go in there and you're gonna see a big old thing. Now obviously if you do this aggressively, oh, is that it coming out the other end? Probably. Yeah, they're in there, you'll see. It is in there. Now when you're doing this, you're gonna have to be a little bit gentle because it's in there. Don't believe me, it's in there. There it is. Yep. Alright, so there we go. That's a squash borer right there. See that little guy? Yep. Now, you can use your choice of weapon to destroy that little effer because it is going to kill your plant. Alright, now, you're like, oh, but what you just did is going to kill the plant. Where'd it go? Shoot. Alright. So I'll turn off the camera for this part. And back to the scene of carnage. No, I'm joking. Now to part of life. So obviously that's not ideal. So what I'm gonna do now is go harvest comfrey and apply it. So one second. So this is actually wild comfrey. It's not wild, it's just spreading. Invasive comfrey, about. So all we need from this is this. Now if you have a smaller space or you don't want to have your garden overtaken by comfrey, even though it is very beneficial in a lot of ways, I'd recommend the one that doesn't produce viable seeds. Yeah. See, it doesn't have viable seeds, but there is one intermixed in here that does. And here we are back on the plant, and here's the damage that I inflicted as well as what the borer did. And all I'm going to do is take this paste of blended comfrey and smear it. Comfrey has this chemical called allantoin in it, I believe that's how I pronounce it, and it is a healing chemical. Now if you ingest large amounts of comfrey, it throws your liver out of whack due to the alkaloids and can potentially cause some serious issues. But literally that's all you have to do. It's smeared on there, alright, and what that's going to do is help it to heal through. It kind of works as like an outer layer. If you use the bark, it actually looks like tree bark in some instances. And can be used for, if say a tree is lost, if it's been stripped of its bark by, deer, sheep, llamas. And anyways, but that is a way to treat it, and doing that will pretty much ensure its continued growth, assuming it hasn't gotten too bad, as well as being in a very healthy soil is important. So this is actually not as bad as I thought. This is all worm castings and broken down bits of wood, really, in this little thing. So yeah, it's not that bad of a state for it to be in. We'll see. All right, it's been 3 days now. Hey, little bird. And as you can see, it's actually still looking pretty rough. But what this did was it helped to form a callus. And then that's actually working in tune with the plant. So I'm not going to pull it off. Kind of like a scab. And yeah, and then going up and up. I didn't see any more signs, but a vine can have more than one in it. It can have 2, 3 squash borers in it, so do be aware of that. All right, now it's been a full week, and as you can see, let me just kind of pull this off a bit. You can see it's actually healed up in there and calloused through. It's a bit more woody now, if anything. And then I'm gonna leave this on because it is actually a fertilizer as well, which I'll make a video about. But yep, we're making some flowers, growing up, doing well. Thanks for checking out my video. I hope it helps. If you need fresh comfrey leaves and roots, you can find them on my Etsy store, which I'll have the link for above. I also have soaps, lotions, and some other neat little things here and there. And thank you so much. Merry gardening.